Hi everybody, welcome back. I hope everybody's having a good weekend so far. This is going to be just a real quick update video, and what you see before you is the Lindbergh 1935 Auburn Speedster, which I've been working on. Before I actually show you the car, I want to just show you a couple other things with this. So things have been going along pretty well. Here's the engine. It's not a whole lot of detail on it, but for the most part, it won't end up being seen. It's very, very basic, but it went together well. Nothing really odd about it. There's that. Here's the seat. Where is it? There it is. Steering wheel. And tires. Now, here's the hood. A decal on it, supercharged. And I just got done putting a gloss coat on this. So I primed it. If you saw in the other videos, I had primed the vehicle gray using Rust-Oleum gray primer. I painted it with this, just basic craft acrylic paint. And I airbrushed it with using that. And this was the hood. You notice a little bit of a blemish here. Where'd it go? Find A pointing stick here. So there's that. All right. The rest of it looks pretty good, and I sprayed the underneath with semi-gloss black from the underside of the hood. There's that. Now, let's show you the rest of the car. I'm gonna drop you down here a second, reorient. Here we go. So, again, this was all airbrushed using the ivory from the Delta line of craft paints. And the chrome silver on here is from Tamiya. So everything got, to be honest with you, this kit was actually going together really well. And I say was. You notice the paint on this looks pretty damn good. I added, on here, I went over this with a little bit of black panel liner on the inside of there, plus on the other side, just to give it some depth. I thought it looked a little bit too plain, so I put that in there just to give it some depth. But lo and behold, look what happened at the front. So I put the clear coat on today, and then that happened. It's the only part of the car that happened on, and I don't know why. And to be honest with you, I'm really freaking frustrated by that, because everything else on this car was going really well. Yeah, so you'll notice, right, the rest of the car looks pretty damn good. I mean, there's a little bit back here, and in there. There's just a little bit more, but the rest of the car looks excellent. That's the worst part of it. I mean, I even felt good enough. I know I had said this before. I'm going to go up for a second, folks. Hold on one second. Hey, you know, initially I told you that, you know, the body of the car here came in two pieces, right? Left and right side, and I had to fill this in. Meaning almost, I think that's probably one of the best seam jobs I've ever done, even though it's still noticeable. It's not nearly as bad as other ones I've done. You know, this car was really going together really, really well. And then this shit happened. Sorry, crap. I don't know why. The clear coat that I used was a Rust-Oleum 2X clear coat, which I have used many other times over acrylic paint. Like this. I have no idea. None whatsoever why that did that. And I am just... I'm upset with it. It really bothered me. So I'm guessing I'm gonna have to throw this in the purple pond, and I'm kind of hoping that when I do that, oh, let me show you the bottom of this. Even the bottom looks, you know, I went over that with semi-gloss black. I hadn't done any detail work to it. I was gonna paint the gas engine. I was gonna paint the gas tank and just kind of detail up. I just hadn't gotten to that point yet. What I'm hoping is that once I throw this into the purple pond, that it doesn't actually eat the glue or the putty that I used for the seam lines. And what did I use? Oh, I used this for the seams. I'm really hoping that when I put it into the purple pond, it doesn't eat it and make the entire thing fall apart. This car was actually going together, despite what some of you had put in their comments about, you know, the original kits being really bad and everything. So far, it was going really, really well until that. And that just really pissed me off. All right, so enough of that. I do have one other thing I want to show you. I was watching Barbatos Rex channel. I think that's his name. Can't think of his name now. I think it's that. Anyway, he does a lot of tests. He's got a great channel. I'll put a link down to it if you guys don't know who he is. But he tests hundreds of different types of products, primers, paints, all that kind of stuff. And he had done this little test on a spoon where he had primed the spoon with gray or whatever color it was, and then he painted Tamiya chrome silver over that, and then he added some gloss black to the edges, and then he went over it with a Tamiya clear paint. So I decided to try it because I have an idea for I have one of the Foos Cadillacs, and I was trying to come up with something a little bit different for paint scheme. So what I did was I did the silver and the black, and then I went over it with like 3 or 4 coats of the Tamiya orange clear. And I like the result. I'm gonna practice with a couple of other, I have the red clear and the yellow, and I'm gonna practice with those on a couple of spoons like this. I just want to see which color I like best. So if you guys have any thoughts or suggestions about doing this, I know lots of you guys have already done this kind of stuff before, so this is something new for me. So if you've got any helpful hints on how to make this a little bit better, obviously, you know, the black wouldn't be nearly as wide. It would be more shadows, but I was just kind of sorry, lost my train of thought, that I was, you know, just kind of practicing with it just to see what it would look like. But there's that, right? Just over a white spoon, gray primer, chrome silver, gloss black, and then the clear orange over that. I actually kind of like it. I like the color of that. Anyway, so if you guys have any thoughts about, should I throw this into the purple pond? And do you think that it'll end up eating the glue I use? Well, the putty, first off, and then the glue I was using is this. Do you think the purple pond will end up, you know, eating away at that stuff? And what do you think I should do? And then if you guys have any suggestions about doing this kind of work, any trial and error stuff that you guys have come across. So that's about all I have. Again, really disappointed about this because it was really coming along nicely. And then, yeah, new project, new technique I'm trying. For me, obviously not new to everybody else out there, but for me, it's kind of new, so I'm practicing. All right, everybody. Have a great weekend. Thank you to all the new subscribers I've picked up. I greatly appreciate that. I do hope you like the content here and it keeps you interested in what I'm doing. Also, to all my older subscribers, thank you very much. You guys really make doing these videos worth it, and I really do appreciate the conversation, the advice that you guys give, and everything else. So everyone take care, have a great weekend, and I will talk to you all soon. Bye.